When there's a wheel event the night before, you'll come in for your studio shift the next day and find that those pieces are on a board with names ready to be labeled and dated. So when you come in, there may be hand-built pieces. These can typically go right to the kiln room as long as they have the full name and date on there. But the wheel pieces won't have anything on the bottom. And as I pick up this one, you'll notice there's quite a bit of schmutz around the side. That's what we want to clean up before we put dates. So you can see this one, I'm going to clean up that base so we have a nice flat area to put names and dates on. And then I'm going to hit the side. The side is the most important. We don't want any of those pieces being fired, and then they're going to come out really, really sharp. So it's so much easier for us to clean this up at this point before they're fired for that first time, rather than waiting and then having to sand later down the line. So we're going to go all the way around this piece, making sure it's nice and clean, and then we're going to grab our pen, always a pen, and we're going to clearly put the full name. Getting as much of those little pieces of clay out as we're writing the name and the date, and look how clear that is. Very nice. Okay, that's what we're going to do for all of the pieces. You can see that would have been really, really sharp if we fired that. And this doesn't take too long. We want to wait until they are dry enough, which is why we're doing it the next day. And then we can just kind of rotate our finger around the side and clean up those edges. When you are doing this, it's really important that if you get called away or the phone rings, that you're putting down the pieces right by that same name so that you know when you come back, we don't end up with 3 for one person and 1 for the other person wondering, how did this happen? Just a little pro tip. And then once all the names and dates are on those pieces, we can bring them to the kiln room.